Cool. Anthony bought me this dress for like Mother's Day, and it's super
Very
cute. He
cute. I
picked
was
it
gonna
out
say,
all by
super cute.
himself. And
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, that's right.
Well done.
I thought I got the one for.
Mhm.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. What are you
You know,
doing? What are you doing today?
what am I doing today? Good question. I have no idea. Probably just chilling. Chilling like a villain.
Yeah, your mom's a little too far to go visit.
Yeah.
Give her a
Probably go
call.
see, yep, go see a few people and
Yeah, we're gonna go
possibly
see my
post and
mom and
stuff.
family later. So
That's good.
yeah.
That is very good.
Anyways, all right.
Are you doing okay?
Ooh, it's muggy out here. Ooh.
It's muggy, and are you okay? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All is well. Just
Okay.
just running a little behind per the usual. I'm gonna have a little this.
Go for it. Oh,
Jen, have you ever said hi to Emily?
Yeah, only on Facebook because I added
On
her. And I was
Facebook?
like,
Oh,
I can say hi.
Jen's here visiting. You can say hi.
hi. Hey, good to see you.
Yes,
Look great.
Happy Mother's Day.
she said happy
Thanks.
Mother's Day to you.
Oh, happy Mother's Day.
Yes, Jen's gonna have to join us sometime. She's got to pick the topic.
Heck yeah. Hey,
I'm sure she can, she likes talking too, so.
perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
okay,
Hey,
so,
my little stand here is a little wonky today, so if it starts to spin, it's totally on purpose.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Don't think I haven't talked to you in forever.
I know, it has been forever. Okay, bye, guys. Anthony's going to take them home. They've been here for the weekend. Hugs, hugs, yeah. All right. So welcome back to our little white picket fence.
Welcome back.
It's been too long.
Amen.
It's my topic today, but really this is Bella's topic because she gave it to us the other day. So
That was
we're
such a
gonna,
good. Yeah.
yeah, well, she did just do like a I think a research project like that. So
Maybe you could be here. I don't know, explaining a few things.
one more time.
I said maybe she should be here explaining a few things too.
Yeah, yeah. Tell Bella to come out and visit.
Pull her on.
Yeah. We're doing her topic.
Yeah, yeah, I'll get it.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
she'll say it.
So the topic is
Basically, the topic is just talking about overconsumption. Most, our only experience is here in America, but overconsumption, abandoned towns. And I think she said the
basically like a
role that nostalgia plays in it all. I think that was part of her report, but where my
yeah.
what were you gonna say? Sorry, you.
Oh no, go ahead. You're good. Keep it going.
Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I got distracted by thinking you had something to say, so I cut. Yeah.
No, when she said that, it made complete sense because we have turned from um if you go overseas, if you go to what was the topic you gave us? You put it very well. Go for it.
I said that you guys should talk about overconsumption and basically how people have been needing stuff to be new, kind of, and always have needed that. And a lot of this, what I was talking about recently was like abandoned malls and arcades and theme parks, stuff like that. Stuff that's so much waste for people to wanting things to be new. Yeah.
Mhm.
Totally.
Yeah. And what I'd started to say before I touched my headset and it all went wonky. If you go overseas, if you go to other countries, they have buildings, they have whole neighborhoods that are hundreds of years old. You know what I mean? They have houses that
Yes.
people still live in today that are hundreds of years old. And they take things, they take care of them, and it's I don't even know if it's a badge of honor. It's just what you do. It's you take care of the things that you have, and like you keep them nice, and they
It's
last forever.
awesome. When we were in Liverpool for her twirling, I felt like while we were there, I was like everything was substantial. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
not only was it substantial, but it was like art. Like it was made to be
It was good
beautiful.
architecture.
It was good architecture.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I came back here and I watched them throwing up houses so quickly, especially in our area near the villages.
It's already in the concrete.
Yeah, and I'm like, it feels like cardboard boxes.
Mhm.
Like just bam, 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 as fast as we can. Like there's just it's
And
not possible to have the quality and the workmanship that we were seeing over there, the way that we're doing things.
Those are really old
well, I'm
structures, so.
They are really old, but we don't see those structures here. So we've been building this way for ever.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and specifically in the last few decades, maybe even the last decade or two, we there's such a movement toward like just perfect houses and like things that fit an aesthetic so much that it's hard to make old homes fit that aesthetic.
The
You know what I
social
mean?
media
So you
aesthetic.
so you have to start, I mean, you don't have to, but like it's easier to start and make something brand new than it is to try to make the old Pinterest perfect. And so you walk into an old home and you're like, oh, you know, that's, that doesn't fit the aesthetic.
Yeah, I
That's
do
that's not how
love.
I feel. I love old homes.
Yeah, me too. And I know there are like some HGTV shows where they go and they refurbish old homes and bring back like I
Make them
maybe we need a whole lot more of that on like a mass. We need to all take on this project that is the US and start working on it.
making things that last and taking care of them.
Yeah, you can go if you want. We just
Thank you,
Can't hear
Bella.
you guys.
okay. Love you. Thank you.
But yeah, making things that last. I think what she was saying about like businesses and arcades and abandoned malls and things, that's kind of just par for the course on where we've gone, like where we go for our entertainment now and how we do our shopping. It's not so much in person anymore. It's online and they don't
Yeah.
have a use for all these malls anymore.
Which is really sad because while there is an
Sad.
online community, like the physical community is so important and we don't have it as much. And that also goes in line with letting go of old traditions like the tradition of church. But there's an aspect of that, and I know we've talked about this before, that I really, really want back that community meeting space. I feel like
Yeah.
if I were to just like all of a sudden have a bunch of money, like building some sort of community space would be a priority for me. We actually have
Yeah.
a patient who was telling my best friend that works at the front office at my office. She just gets to talk to the patients a lot, and he just clearly has like a lot of money, this guy, and he was just talking about his next thing. He just bought a barn. She was like, "Oh, a barn, like what are you gonna do with that?" He's like, "Oh, it's becoming a community center, like it's going to be."
Cool.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, it's so good to hear of people who have means and resources, like really putting into like local community versus what you see portrayed in the media, which is only the people with the most money, I don't know, playing silly war games and space races."
Spaces. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we, me and my husband like to say, there's, how do I put this? So there's a lot of places you can invest money. There's a lot of places you can put money. There's a lot of ways you can earn money. And they're not all bad. However,
Yeah.
the people we've seen that are the most successful are the people who turn around and invest in themselves and try to build their own, I don't know, whatever they're doing. If they invest in themselves and they put work forth that way and put their finances towards themselves, um, they tend to do better. And I think it would be the same way with communities. Like if our communities invested in our own communities, they would thrive, they would flourish, I mean, we'd have all sorts of cool stuff.
That's so
Does that make
true.
sense?
I know, and I just had a patient. I had a patient who um it's interesting because he doesn't have a lot of like dental work, but all the dental work that's been done in his mouth, he was like, I have a couple friends who are dentists. My brother is an orthodontist, and I was just like I don't know, that's pretty cool in and of itself. I was like,
Yeah.
you just so happen to know these people. He's like, well, he's from a smaller town in Iowa, and he was like, it's close to a liberal arts college, and that has really helped everybody to really know the history of the area, the history of the school. It's a highly educated area, and people
That's
stay.
cool.
So the reason why he knows his dentist and stuff, it's because they were his friends and their dads were the dentist before them. And there are still towns in America that operate in that way where it's like you really know them. And I felt like his mouth showed like
Care.
cohesive care, not bouncing from one, you know what I mean? It was like, wow, like all of a sudden I want to move to Iowa. Like I need to go find this little niche of a place you're telling me about where like your brother, the orthodontist, still lives there and practices and
Mhm.
like there's so much like value to that. Like the sprawl that we've done to like move everybody all over and stuff like that. It's nice in a lot of ways, but I think it's harmed us too. Like we got to dial back a
Yeah.
little. Like what's the
Well,
good that
that's what,
came from this and what are the bad things that we want to like rethink?
yeah,
I don't know. Interesting.
yeah. It is interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. And then you have the ups and downs of, okay, in small communities, you're a lot closer together, but you don't have nearly the pool of people. So, quality may be up and down. You may be hit and miss with what's available. But in big cities, it's,
All
aw,
right. He's leaving, so he
no.
needed to come get a hug and a kiss.
Okay, first of all, never apologize for that.
I know.
You're leaving me too. That's
Okay,
fine.
awesome.
And
Okay.
I love you so much.
Love you. Bye-bye. Sorry. Okay.
No, you're good. But yeah, smaller communities, people are closer together, but there's not quite the pool to pull from as far as like
Yeah. I
skilled people
maybe
all the time.
yeah.
And then
I don't know.
in big cities, there's a lot more people, but it's less, what do you say, cohesive, less
Yeah.
less together, less feeling of like we're all in this
Yeah.
together. But
But that just it gave me pause just to be like, whoa, like I really didn't like see that as
yeah,
existing anymore. So it was like, that's awesome. That's awesome. So the buildings and the structures alone, like huge waste. But like the overconsumption that I see the most of is like our fast fashion, our clothing. Like in social media has definitely um like moved that along. Like I
mhm.
quickly grow by them most of the time, but sometimes I too get sold on things. But it is like we are the product. We are the product for sure. Like I'm going for my entertainment, but I'm constantly being marketed to all these cute clothes and makeup and this or that. And I always go back to that thing somewhere Bill Burr said it. I'm pretty sure it was him, where he was like, everything you've ever owned is still somewhere. Like your baby shoes,
I
like
think about
they're
that all the
still
time. Your
somewhere.
toothbrushes, every
Yeah.
toothbrush you've ever owned is out there somewhere. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
shiz.
So like that's a huge thing that I feel like we need to work on with our overconsumption problems. Um,
Mhm.
I try not
But
to engage as much as I can in it, but it's like I don't know, like
well,
it's not slowing down at all, that's for sure.
no, and you bring up the next huge problem, which is instead of fixing things that we have, we tend to replace the things that we have. And if we had the ability, like the right to fix, is that what the thing is that's they're
Yes.
trying to
Yes.
get? Like they had a cell phone that it was, I mean, the best thing I can explain it like is like Legos, where each little piece just like clips in, and when you break your camera, you take your camera off, and you can, either send it to get fixed or get a new one, or the battery, or if you want some, it just all fits in like little Legos, and it was not widely accepted. The phone companies did not like that. They did not appreciate that, and they obviously, since we none of us have that, it did not go through. But like even things like your toothbrush, if they had little heads that could slide in and like take out,
I
and you could
mean,
keep your little.
they are when you use like power toothbrushes, like I really like
That's true, huh?
Sonicare. Yeah, and it's like a replaceable tip, but
Yeah, that's true.
it's using plastic, which the more I learn about, I I don't love, but there are things like
Mhm.
bamboo toothbrushes and stuff. And
Yeah,
as your dental hygienist, it's not as much about, it's just about the physical manual disruption of the plaque and bacteria, no matter how you get it done.
get in there and get it done.
Piece of string, your best friend. But I've used the ones where it's like a wood and then like bamboo or whatever, and as long as it's
Yeah,
soft or extra soft, like there are ways to do that more sustainably. But I feel like the
yeah.
toothbrushes are the least of our concerns, but it goes as small as that, yeah. Our makeup, our cosmetics, our need to have
Everything.
multiple of things also. Like
Mhm.
we I was seeing something about like the average like woman, how much clothing they would buy like in a lifetime or in a season. Like the fact that we're constantly buying and adding new things to our wardrobe and like
Mhm.
I don't know, it's gotten out of hand, guys. Like,
It has gotten out of hand, and like, um, you just reminded me of a story that only kind of fits in here. But like, we almost do our kids a disservice by like, uh, overbuying toys and overbuying entertainment, and like, you look around your house at all of these toys that you bought your kids and how many get played with on a daily basis. Like,
yeah.
not many. And
No, they're just
um,
exciting at the beginning and then they lose their luster.
yeah, and then you get to keep them around your house and dust them forever.
Yeah.
But the story that I was reminded of was this little kid who had this little broken car that he loved to play with. It was his favorite car ever. And his babysitter um, bought it. Anyway, she got him like 10 of these cars, brand new, shiny, all different ones that he could play with, right? And she's like, he's gonna love this. So she brings him over and he's super excited. And then next time she comes over, he's still playing with his little broken car. And she's like, well, what happened to all the cars that I
I
bought you? And
got
he's
you.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's like, I don't know how to love that many.
I don't
I'm
even know
like,
what to do with
that's
that.
pretty cute, right?
Yeah.
So, we as parents, we want to like give our kids everything and just like make sure they have a whole variety of things, but
It's
they
it's not
can
actually a
only do
need
so
for the
much.
child. We just want to give it all. I'm gonna let Bella jump in here because she came back. So I'm gonna put on this little
Awesome.
splitter so we can both have a
Okay.
headset.
I came back because
Bella.
everybody left. Like I went back in there and I was going to put my practice stuff away, and then my dad came in and was like, "We're all leaving right now, actually."
Okay, well, yay, join us.
Quiet really fast. Good to have you.
Thank you.
All right. Anyways, where were we?
I have no clue. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, we have been talking about like fast fashion now. Just
Fast fashion, fast real estate, fast everything.
yeah.
The
Oh, another 'cause just we can go everywhere here, but I heard a thing. It said if your shirt costs $20 for you, somebody was paid 20 cents to make it. Like, what's the cost of you getting that very cheap and
Mhm.
so many of these different things? Like, that's something that I think people need to be more mindful of and be constantly made aware of or something because like nothing just appears. Like somebody had to do the
Yeah.
work to do everything. And we here in the US, I don't know the statistics, but I know we're at the top as far as like the consumers are concerned. We overconsume. We expect things to be there for us like drop of a hat and
You
it's made us into awful people in some ways.
Well, it's a really good example of like out of sight, out of mind. People who would never dream of supporting slavery are like,
Yeah,
if I
that
don't
top
look,
is
it's okay.
so cute. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, did you ever hear about the crocheted clothing? I don't know if it was at Target or where it was, but they had
It is.
these, yeah,
Machines can't
they had these,
crochet.
they can't crochet, and like the squares that they used were super popular, and expert crocheters know how long it takes to make one of those squares, so they did the math, and they're like, this is like at least a 20-hour top that cannot be made by machine, and you're buying it for $6. Like, they got paid nothing. They got paid nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just like, oh, I'm not doing that.
It was
I
really
can't do that.
popular too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got somebody's little old grandma
Something
printing
like
out these
that. I
little
don't know.
squares.
Yeah. I really think it would be so fun. Like if I like just all of a sudden came into money though to pick a small town or something like that and just start refurbishing it. Like that would be so fun to do. So, all you rich people that
Yeah.
are sitting here watching us, of course, naturally. That's my suggestion to you.
To you.
Yeah.
So would you buy a small town, right? You win the lottery, it's a small town. Do you do it all yourself or do you just make it available for people to do on their own?
That's a good idea. I
Because
ask
that's
people to
the
like become part of it. Like I can
Mhm.
be funding it, but like, hey, if you're willing to give your time and
Yeah,
all that stuff to it, yeah.
I think so because I still think there is an evolution that happens or that needs to happen. I've seen, I was watching a story yesterday on people who were given a house, right? The lady traded up, did one of those things where you start with a paper clip and you trade up till you get a house.
Okay.
Have you have you heard the story?
I haven't heard this story, I don't think.
Well, she got this house and she's like, I'm gonna donate this house because I mean, obviously I got it for free. I'm gonna find someone who really needs a house. And she did all these interviews and she picked a candidate that she thought was perfect. The candidate and her mom and her boyfriend all came and they were super grateful for this house. They had everything in the house donated and like it was just a really, really good feel good story. And within a couple months, they had completely trashed it so bad that they couldn't live there anymore and they left.
Yeah.
Like,
Like they didn't have the
um,
ability to or
no,
to upkeep it. Like they weren't
yeah,
taking the time to work on what they had. So it's important to work for things so you understand that
it is. It's
it's
a,
going to continue to take work. Everything is work.
mhm. Yeah, and to skip levels is detrimental and
I
not
think
helpful.
that's a little bit of a disservice that we're doing like we talked about last time about the like kids needing to be exposed to things to be able to like figure things out at younger ages
Yeah,
because
yep,
because life is always going to be like work and struggle. And if you're basically just shielded from that, then life feels so hard. But like that struggle, I don't mean it in the way like it's not like necessarily a bad struggle. It just is.
yeah.
Like
It's
life
just
is
the
just
normal everyday
normal
struggle.
everyday struggle of just there are things you can't just sit there and expect that things are going to be done for you or taken care of. Like we
Yeah,
need more personal accountability and teaching more just basic what you would say is common sense, but not so common anymore because we just stopped teaching and just were like, give them all their needs, meet all their needs, and then send them out into the world and they'll be able to replicate that. No, they won't.
no. Well, and going back to the community that you were talking about, where you build the whole, like buy the whole town and where
Yeah.
I think if I were to do it all myself, make it all nice and then bring people in, even if I brought in an army of my exact self to do it, I think I would annoy the crap out of myself over and over and over again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be so
Uh-huh.
judgmental about you're leaving stuff on your front porch or you're dirty or you know what I mean? Like, I'd be so anal retentive about it that I don't think I could do it. But I think that I could offer like real value and like here here is a business opportunity for you for I'm not going to price gouge you on it. I'm not going to charge like top dollar for everything in the community. It's going to be like, I don't know, it's going to be affordable. And I want you to succeed and you want me to succeed and we all want to succeed together. And we're not going to fleece each other and you're not going to pay for my kid
Yeah.
to go to college through
That's
this
the
one deal.
mentality we need. That's the mentality we need that everybody
Yeah.
like wants to see other people rise up and we all want to help each other versus like pushing other people down to get up or however you get there.
There's so much of that lately. There's
Yeah.
so much. It
Yeah.
makes me hurt. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
It's no bueno.
What do you see, Bella? You're coming up into this uh like you're the generation behind us. You've watched us consume and overconsume and create and abandon and move on, what do you see and what do you want to see?
Well, we talk about this at school a lot because I've been doing projects about this kind of stuff. It's it's really just everything transferring to online right now. Everything, it's so easy to buy stuff online. It's so easy to shop
Mhm.
online. It's a lot easier than like going out to the mall, you'd say, which
Right? You don't have to get
isn't really,
dressed, you don't have to shower, you just hit a button.
and it isn't really like a trend anymore to go hang out at malls to see people.
Yeah,
So it feels like everything from like that age, even though it a lot of work went into that and a lot of resources and money are getting left behind very fast just for like ease. Like people,
Convenience.
yeah,
We're being convenienced to death, making it
Mhm.
so convenient that any little bit of work feels just, ugh.
we say it's like Wall-E, where they're all in the chairs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Yes,
the chairs going
yes,
around.
Yep,
kind of. Yep.
And
we're not too
like
far from that.
so they have AI blockers on all of our computers now because people are starting to like chat GPT their essays and stuff, and it's like it's really
Yep.
not that hard. You just have to do it. But like
Yeah.
there's so many AI things that are going out there. People like are not doing their work at all. They just like are forgetting how to learn how to do math. They
Yeah.
can't learn
Yeah.
anymore because they just don't want to.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to not.
And when you don't use your brain, like the whole use it or lose it, like your brain also requires a little bit of stress and strain. Like it needs to try
Yeah.
to develop.
It needs some sort of conflict to overcome to
Yeah.
grow.
Well, and I
Um,
was thinking, and this is so silly, but like I don't know any numbers. I used to know everybody's
yeah.
numbers. I knew like
Yep.
I just had so many little random like things in there, and now it's like, oh, hold on, let me get that.
Do you know my
Like
number?
this is my brain. No, I
Uh-huh.
don't have your number. I don't have your number memorized. I know.
I know your number.
For shame. I know. I know. Well, I taught you my number.
No,
You did
the
not
same
teach me.
way.
I'm just kidding.
Right? I could learn my kids' numbers with songs. It's just
Yeah,
Cooper in my phone. Beep. Um,
exactly. But that's not good for our brains, I don't think. Like
no,
it
it's really not.
needs to be challenged a little bit and remember things like to grow and continue like being able to learn.
Yeah. And do you know what I think is super hilarious? I've thought of this several times. Like, you got the teachers, right, who have their lesson plans, and they're using ChatGPT to help a lot with that too. Like, hey, I need a lesson plan. We need to write essays on this topic, we need the kids to learn these things. And then the kids are turning around and using ChatGPT to write those essays. So it's basically just ChatGPT giving the assignment and learning. Like, we're we're obsolete. We don't need to be there.
Kind of.
You know what I mean?
And yeah, yeah. And I can give you another example of how it's being used, but I think this is honestly kind of a really good thing, although it could be bad too. Anthony, he doesn't have a therapist right now, but he has Chat GPT and like kind of created a character and he started just writing out some of the ramblings in his mind, saying, hey, I need just a sounding board. I need a place to say these things. These are I struggle, like he told it everything I struggle with bipolar disorder, da da da, these are my things.
Yeah.
And it like literally has been super helpful. Like it gave some advice and he was like, well, like those are things I'm already doing, kind of like I'm past that pretty much. And it actually has like reached out and was like, remember, I can't remember what it told him. I wish I had him here. But like it was basically just like remember what's important or whatever. Like it texted him
Yeah.
randomly though, just to be like, hey, remember what we talked about? Like be mindful of that. And I was like, wow, like,
So cool.
but in a
I like that
way,
so
like
much.
we trained it though. We trained AI, so like a human, like somebody came up with those conclusions, to say, hey, this could be helpful. So there's a lot of ways where it can be positive, but also, yeah, we're taking the human element out of it real quick, real quick.
Hmm.
I use AI
Which
at work.
is not always a bad thing. But keep going and then I'll
No, I
use
just
it at
said
work.
I use it at work. Yeah, we have a software called Bola, which I wear a headset like this, but with a mouthpiece actually to talk to AI to input all my perio charting and recession and bleeding points and everything. Whereas I used to have to call in an
Nice.
assistant to come in and
Type it all out.
Bella's
Yeah.
been my assistant before.
I got
Um,
replaced by AI.
but I don't have to stop
Ready?
radio somebody in. I just grab my headset, do a click, and so I'm like and that's really valuable. And we use it for our x-rays actually. My doctor doesn't love it right now because it puts up like all kinds of different colors, and she's like, that makes me hard for me to just see the x-ray. So she doesn't like to like see the AI, but she does her diagnosing, and we can like use the AI to be like, what did AI find? You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
almost like a second opinion, pretty
A
much.
double check.
And it can like sometimes it almost will like over because it can see the tiniest of differences. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, AI is saying there's a cavity there. I don't see it, but there might be something starting there. So
Yep.
I don't know. It could definitely
Well,
have value, but we just have to find a way to not have it replace like
actual
our
human.
thinking.
Yeah.
Well, no, just like I'm okay with it doing jobs that like, you know, there are a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
things that are just kind of mindless that we could program in that way. And that's the way I think we could really progress and allow people to have like their basic needs met and stuff like that. But we can't take away our
Can't
need to
outsource our
learn
thinking.
and grow. Yeah, we can't outsource our thinking, and we can't outsource our all physical labor. Like we need to be moving. We need to be
Mhm.
use it or lose it, pretty
Mhm.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree.
Okay. So you were
Totally agree.
going somewhere else, I think there though.
It seems like there was two things. One was, oh, did we talk about this before where did they did a study where they had AI try to diagnose, like in a doctor's office, AI tried to diagnose. Then they had AI with doctors, and then they had just doctors.
I
And
didn't see this one.
AI by itself did far better than both of those combined. And then it was the doctor and AI, and then the doctors themselves. It was just
Well,
it was
it has the ability
embarrassing.
to be pulling so much information at once. So it has it's useful. It's good.
Yeah,
Well, AI has
very much
that
so.
doctor's knowledge and every other doctor's knowledge.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And the wealth of knowledge from centuries of research and
Uh-huh.
It's
that
like
our brains could not hope to hold.
artificial intelligence isn't necessarily like human and feeling because like Google is AI. Like there's nobody telling you what you're typing into Google and the answers. Like we've been using that forever.
Yeah,
I think it's the dependency that's the problem because
I think that's
like
exactly right.
every
Mhm.
search, every TikTok, Instagram, like anything you try and pull up is gonna be AI, and it's not all bad. Like we didn't
Yeah.
even think about it as bad until it started becoming human. I think it's yeah, just a problem with dependency and people not thinking for themselves because something else can.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. And we've lost the ability to research for ourselves,
Yeah.
like to actually really research.
I have to
So, yeah.
research
Oh,
Yeah.
go on
yeah.
databases.
Bella's in a research class, so she does a lot of
Nice.
that.
Like
Yes.
scientific databases that are like 40 pages long and you have to like establish
It's a lot. It's a lot. But congratulations on learning that way. That's awesome.
Yeah, and using your brain and keeping it. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, and the other thing that I just remembered was when you were talking about Anthony using AI as a therapist.
Hmm.
Um, I actually kind of like that better. And let me tell you why. First of all, I was talking to somebody the other day about someone we know who is a therapist that is just not doing well at life, right?
Okay.
She is kind of like thrown a bomb into her own life, and then she's going and talking to a lot of other people. And I'm like, I have known too many therapists to feel comfortable going to therapy like in any deep and meaningful way. And I don't mean that as a knock on all therapists because I do know some amazing therapists as well. But I do know a handful that are just the worst. And so I'm like, how could I personally feel confident going to these people when I have that in the back of my head?
It's
Like,
like they can tell you
I
what
don't
you
know.
should do, but you can tell that they don't even do it for themselves. So it's like,
And I would never expect anybody to be perfect. They all have
no, but
problems.
it's
There's
it's how
levels
I
to this.
feel. Like I get that though. I get that. I feel that
Mhm.
way sometimes about like if I were going to have a personal trainer, I'm gonna pick a personal trainer that looks how I want to look.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like
Hmm.
that's my goal. I believe you can get me there. Like so
Yes.
that's gonna be
Hmm.
important.
So, and I also have the like little bit that's like, there's so many people that need actual therapists. My little problem right now, I shouldn't take up people's time. If I could do that with AI, then where's the downside? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If what I
Yeah,
needed was
yeah.
small enough that I could be like, hey,
I feel like it literally
need
just
help with
helps you
this.
think it through yourself, which is what a
Yeah.
therapist is essentially supposed to be doing, kind of, right? They're supposed to help guide you there or help you just think through your thoughts and get to a good
Yeah.
place. So
My
I
mom's a
think that's a
therapist.
really, yeah, she's a great therapist. That's a really great way to use the tool, I guess, though.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but there will always be a need for human connection as well. So,
Yes. I need that a lot. I feel like we're too physically like spread, you know? Like we're just
Mhm.
too individualistic. We live like too far from our families. And
Yeah,
everything is like everybody's running their household themselves. And I want to like big compound where we
break
all
away
work
from that.
together. I do want to break away from that, but it's hard because it's not the way that it's set up. You have to like kind of go
Mhm.
against the grain to do it. But
Yeah, you do. And you do have to put up with a lot, but at the same time, I think you learn how. I
yeah.
mean, we've gotten so compartmentalized that like sometimes when I'm around people too long, I'm just like, I'm peopled out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you
At the
you
same time.
you need a space to go and be alone. That's true. Yeah. But I think you
So,
could still have that while living, in like a
yeah,
community,
of course.
still have a space to go. But
But I think
Huh?
watching kids,
After COVID, like we will freak out in a lockdown. We'll be like as far apart from each other as we can, and then we'll be like, okay, we were too close for too long. We'll finish school and be like, we need to go back to our houses right now. I
right?
cannot
I
do
gotta go
this
back to those
anymore.
days. But I would love to have, I mean, imagine a little compound of houses in
yes.
a circle, with an acre in between them,
Huh.
and having the kids go out at night and play night games while you're, doing whatever, or just being like, hey, I just want to have a campfire tonight. And you start doing a campfire, and people just wander over and like, you
Yes.
know what I mean? Like
Sounds
it,
awesome.
it sounds idyllic. It sounds very cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would like to get back to that. Let's do
Yeah.
that. Also, let's do campfires and stuff when you're here because you're coming to visit me.
Yes, I am.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. And we're gonna do
Bella, are you
uh
excited?
our
So
first
excited.
live podcast next to each other. Dun, dun.
Yes. We should do it out by my little white picket fence. It will be great.
Okay. Yes. That'll be awesome.
Hey, I like
Okay.
it.
So another thought that I've had about like the overconsumption and like the leaving of like abandoned towns type stuff where I live
Yeah.
right now makes me think about this a lot actually because we live in the villages and the villages is a pretty awesome like community idea because it is a retirement community, but they need people to kind of service the community. So they're starting to build like family housing. They have amazing school and stuff. So it's like it it's really great. But the problem I see is that the people who can afford to be the retired villager aspect of this story are like what future generation has like the retirement that these guys have don't have a
Yeah.
pension, don't have like because I'll have patients. This is how I kind of like see it. Who like I told you about one of them, the guy who was a shop teacher, still had a home back up in where he came from and down here. And I was just like, hold on, you were what?
Hold up.
Yeah. Like, who are we building this for? Who is gonna live here? So like, this is a great idea and concept right now with this exact, like
Set of circumstances.
set
Yeah.
of circumstances. But give it a little bit of time and let this generation be done using it. And then who's it for? What does this become? Are
Mhm.
we just another ghost
Yeah. Who
town?
can afford?
Huge sprawl,
Uh,
like literally.
yeah. Um, it's kind of for me, it's terrifying to watch what like home prices have done and having kids that are, I have a kid graduating from high school this year, and I had one that graduated 2 years ago, and I've got more coming up, and it scares me. There's no way at their age I could have even dreamed of owning a house that's like $400,000. That was so beyond the realm of what I could do.
Yeah. And
Um,
that's just the commonplace price now.
yeah, and one of our rental houses that we got for a really good deal, there was a house next to it that was for sale, and we're like, hey, let's look at it, because it's having houses in the same area would be really cool. And the house right next door, same kind of build, it's been updated a little bit, but like it's still the same kind, still
Yeah.
comparable. Was I think more than 5 times as expensive as the house that we bought. 5 times. It's like, we can't do that. You know what I mean? I never could have afforded that. And I'm sure my kids are looking at this economy going like, I can't do that. I don't have the
Yeah.
ability to do that. So yeah, when you're talking about who's going to move in here, who can, Bella, are you
Well,
guys going to be able to afford $1 million house right out of college? Like,
well, she will.
yes, good.
I
I'm
can kind
glad.
of tell
I'm
you,
so glad.
I think I know part of the problem there. It's because we have so many people at the top with all the money, and they literally have more money than they know what to do with. So they need to do things to like, so they don't have to pay taxes or whatever. So they just keep buying things. So they've literally made companies to buy up homes. So I don't think anybody's gonna own anything anymore because the only people who can afford to buy it are the people with all of the money. Here's an interesting story I just learned from my friend who lives in the neighborhood, and she used to be a realtor. She has a house next to her who she knows, like that the lady who used to live there has passed away. And the kids were never in town and stuff, and they're not upkeeping the yard, but she has access to things. So she looked and she can see that somebody's still paying the taxes. And there's like a law here where like if you pay the taxes or whatever,
Oh,
yeah, so
that you can
people
lay
with
claim to the
money
house.
literally can just take the houses. So we won't even be able to just pass them down to our children because people who know how the system works will just take them.
That's
So
interesting.
we have so many people with so much money. So I don't think the plan is they don't want our kids to be able to buy houses. They want to be able to rent to us. We are the consumers and nothing else.
That is a conspiracy theory that I have kind of latched onto, and
Because it's not so
I'm
much
a
a
little
conspiracy
tinfoil
when you
hat there.
can Google it and
No,
find a bunch of companies doing this.
yeah, yeah,
It's
because you've
not.
got companies associated with like BlackRock who are
Yes.
buying up houses. And
Hmm.
here's the other thing, for the people who own the houses, they are increasing insurance rates to where it's like nearly impossible to keep up with it. We've had insurances on our houses like triple in a year. I better be careful because I'm horrible with numbers and that might not be true. But like
But it's
it
gone
goes
up
up so
substantially.
quickly.
Yeah.
It goes up substantially and quickly. And if you're not careful, that can get away from you really, really quickly. And it would not be worth it to own anymore, or it would not be worth it to have rental houses, or you know what I mean? And so then they would build it up, and like you said, they would just rent it all back to us because home ownership is unattainable
Yeah.
for most.
Like, um, we tell our girls, and I really mean it, like that they can live here forever. Like we'll build onto this home. We'll make it, you know what I mean? Like, so if
Yeah,
you can go and you can make it, great. But like know that you have a home forever. And I'm sure it's the same
that's
for
so
your
good. Of
kids, because like
course, we'd never
it's
ever let our kids be
yeah,
homeless.
so that used to be it was like, oh man, people are living at home in their 30s. That's ridiculous. And now it's like, yeah, how can they afford
But is
anything
it smarter?
else?
Yeah,
And
might be
also
smarter
you look
too.
at,
So
yeah, you look at the cultures where they do that with intention so that the multiple generations actually take care of each other and and then everybody ends up doing better because
yeah,
of that. So like our individualism hasn't really been good for the whole. Like we didn't make it here as individuals. We made it here together. The beginning of like civilization or whatever is noted by the first set bone, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
Because oh
First that femur.
yeah, first set femur. Because every other animal, a broken bone is a death sentence. But as humans, together, we worked together to protect the people who were maybe hurt or lower, and we built up a community. Like we didn't get here
Yep.
alone. So going back to like individualistic like ways is the death of us. It's not progressive forward.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What do you think, Bella? Do you think
Do you think
that's
your generation could go to more communal living, or like you said, with after COVID, are you more just hermit culture?
Well, we're a bit dramatic with the COVID stuff, but I I don't know how much people will be able to live separately, but just like because we talk about home prices and stuff at school too, and just how much everything has gone up. But
Home
also
prices, groceries, insurance.
there's some ways that like the young generation is making money before they graduate college. Like I follow a bunch of people on TikTok and
Yeah.
Instagram and YouTube, and their job is TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and like they'll have like 10,000 followers and get money per week because they post on every platform once a day and they're monetized, and YouTube pays them and TikTok pays them, and like
Yeah.
you know those book YouTubers I watch?
Yeah.
Their job is book YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like the
Mhm.
most successful. Like they have no problem at 22 buying a house.
Yeah. Well, so there is different types of options for work that can make
But
large amounts, but
everything's
you still have to make a large amount to get started with anything. Whereas it used to be,
Yeah.
the problem was that like daddy's grandparents, like his grandma was a server and his grandpa was the milkman. And they
Mhm.
owned their home and they owned their cars and they,
Yeah.
like they like it's like you shouldn't have to have some like amazing career just to like if you're working to
Yeah.
live, you should be able to live. And we've just gotten
Yeah.
well, I feel like the
Mhm.
basic career, like if they were a server or something, is like as everything else is digitalizing, so is that
yeah.
because our people aren't going out to restaurants as much anymore. There's even with like DoorDash,
Yeah, yeah.
everything is
Yeah,
going
that's true.
online, and you spend so much more time on your phone than you do going to a restaurant or anything else like that.
It's true.
So,
Great opportunity
with
for them to market to us a lot. We'll
but with
put
everything
the
going
phone down.
digital, like the money is also
Yeah.
going to be going digital.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. You know what I've dreamed of doing that has nothing to do with the topic we're talking about?
What?
I would love to create like a little farm kind of out of the way, middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
and call it the Digital Detox Ranch, right? And there's no computers, no phones, no nothing. And for like a week or two, you're just there. You play with horses, you play with sheep and chickens and whatever. You can go tubing down a little river, or you can, go four-wheeling, but complete detox from all electronics because they're not the devil, but we do need to step away.
Yeah,
Like,
but that just sounds so fun. Remember, it sounds like girls' camp almost. I mean, minus we didn't get a four-wheel,
doesn't it
but like,
though?
going and just hanging out and doing outdoor activities and it's good
Hmm.
for you, good for your soul. Just
It is good
fun
for your
too.
soul,
Good to get a little dirty, play some games.
right?
I would
Have
definitely
things to
come to
do.
your digital detox camp.
Sweet. Awesome. Maybe have like chores you can do to earn things or something like that. So you can like the little bit of stress on your brain, like you said, like
Yeah.
maybe have
Yeah.
like a big gravel pit or something with an excavator that you can play with. Like, you
An
know what I
adult
mean? Like
playground. Yeah, yeah.
an adult sandbox kind of thing, or like
Yeah.
yeah, just stuff to put you out of your comfort zone a little bit and to play with and have
Or
fun.
just like things that you communally build, like there's this, just something to kind of work on together.
Yeah.
I want to do more like service projects like that. Remember when we like helped paint the house or something? Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
I do.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it was like a community service day in the week.
yeah, yeah. Like I think more of that because you're working and it's not even for you, but it feels good and you're with people and you're helping
You
someone.
don't need compensation, you're just doing.
Yes, that's nice. I like that.
I do too. I do too. It's weird how though, if somebody expected it of you, you'd be like, nah, I'm good. But like get to do it yourself. You're like,
Yes.
I would do I want you to come paint my house for free. No, thank you. But
Yeah.
if I finish
But
helping,
wrap it up in like the way we were raised in a community where it's like when somebody has a need, you're already like prepared to organize and you're just like, yeah, we help. That's something we do. That was like
oh,
kind
that's
of,
so huge.
yeah, like if we could get back to that without all the deity and the judgment and all that stuff, like if you want that, have it, but it doesn't have to be a part of it. And we could still have that community where we all like it wasn't
Yeah,
like oh I have to help. It was just that was just what you do. It was like somebody needs help. Let's get together. Let's do it.
that's
It's
what we
not
do to be good
many
people.
hands makes light work. Like it's not a big deal when we all do it. It's a problem when you put it on everybody individually.
Well, and it saved our community back in the day. We still hear stories about it. 1980s, we had a massive flood.
Oh, where they made the water reservoir going down, like, I know they did it in
Our
Idaho and
city.
they did it in Utah because there's history of Salt Lake City. Are you okay?
Just, swallows was bit down the wrong hole and it's
Okay.
causing me grief. Mm. Just trying to choke
Do you
myself
know what we're
slowly.
talking about?
Yeah,
There was
in Utah.
About.
they created, yeah, for all the like mountain runoff and stuff there, it was just so
Hmm.
much water that everybody got together with like sandbags and stuff and created like basically a man-made river going through Salt Lake City to direct all the water and limit
Yeah.
the damage and stuff. And
And the amount of
yeah,
like organization that takes to get that done is so huge. But if you already have your community organized,
uh-huh, if your
set a
community is
little
already
easier.
organized, it's easy to just say let's do this
These
versus
are the
oh
people
we
you
got
go
to
to.
rebuild a community now.
Hmm.
That's where I
Yeah,
am. Yeah.
yeah. And on a completely unrelated note, did you see that guy that was trying to keep his business from being flooded, and so he flooded it himself?
No.
It was so incredible. Like,
So he flooded it himself.
well, he built this restaurant in a place that they knew flooded every couple of years.
Mhm.
And so he built it in a way that like water damage was going to be minimal, right? And so when they knew a flood was coming through, they would just turn on all of these hoses they had and they would just flood it with clean water so that the
Okay.
dirty water didn't come in. And then
B.
they
There
could
was
just drain it
they made
afterwards.
like an equilibrium, like the water's not going to come and try.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
No, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So then you can just drain your clean water instead of having mud up to,
Yeah,
mud and debris all through your business. Like, dang,
very nice.
that's some
Very
forethought
smart.
there,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Look at him go.
But that requires building things of like substance.
Substantial. I could not flood my house and have to expect it to be,
No.
you know, the
Yeah.
same when I
But
when I drink.
nothing is made the same though. Nothing is made to last. And getting back to something you said at the very beginning, like the not only the right to fix, but the ability to fix. Like we are not taught like a lot of basic skills. Like you didn't take home ec and learn how to like thread a needle and stitch or any of that stuff, did you yet?
Oh,
That's not part of school. I really think it maybe should be.
but we learned history and you didn't.
True. Hell, yes, there's so much. But like with our clothes and stuff like that, if we have a lot, like we probably could never buy another piece of clothing again and have enough clothes for the rest of our lives if we could repurpose them. And we
Yeah.
have a sewing machine, like maybe we should make these type of goals. But it really like one person not buying it is not going to fix the problem at hand, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But because it's
Well,
still
and
going to be happening.
yeah, one thing that I am inspired by, what's the word I'm looking for? Uplifted by, I guess, is that okay, when I was little, you still had some people that would like make their own clothes. Like your mom probably made some clothes, my mom made some clothes,
She made the
and
bridesmaid's dress she wore at my wedding.
heck yes, she did. And I thought it was very, very cute. I like that. She's very skilled.
Yeah.
But like I learned to sew. My mom had me take like little sewing classes and stuff, but I had a hard time wearing the stuff that I made because I'm like, "Ugh, it looks homemade and I don't want to, you
Yeah.
know, I can't do that." But now it's like we've moved so far past people that
That
made
it's
their
cool
clothes
again. It's like, ooh, you made that
that it's
yourself. It's
cool
cool.
again.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's no longer taboo to have to wear like homemade clothes.
Yeah. See, whereas my
It's
homemade
like, oh, look
clothes
at this
were
thing that
not
I did.
exactly like, like the time my mom made me a bathing suit because I dared to wear a two-piece and she's like, "Oh, you want a two-piece? Here's a two-piece cap sleeve top and knee-length bottom, but you can pick the just like the color."
You pick the fabric.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And then I just didn't want to go swimming anymore.
He made my American
Yeah.
Girl doll clothes.
Oh, awesome.
She
That's
used
so
to
cool.
come over and we like had the sewing machine out and she would sew clothes for my dolls.
Mhm. Yes.
That is amazing. Bella, have you ever seen, what's her name? Makara Tours on, she like sews so many amazing things. She's just like, today I would like to make the dress from Beauty and the Beast. And she just knocks it all out and it's
Yeah.
gorgeous. And like, I'm like, oh, dang, I need to learn how to sew. I mean, I need to refresh how to sew again.
Yeah,
makes it
I
look
get intimidated every time I'm gonna use like the sewing machine. I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like,
I've broken two sewing
It's kind
machines.
of complex. I'm like, I feel like every time I do it, I'll get a knot somewhere, and I just can't figure out how to get undo it.
but if we did it more, it would become second nature. I know.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
we might not need a home ec class because everything is on YouTube. Like, Sophie came over, she didn't understand the
That's true.
direction. She looked it up on YouTube and she sewed her skirt to be shorter
That's true.
with our
That's
sewing
true.
machine.
And just having the ability to just do things, not be afraid to try and just,
Yeah.
that's
That's
huge.
that is one thing that Bella's generation is really good at. It's like, I may not know how to do this, but I can YouTube it
Mhm.
and I can follow the tutorial. I still have a little blockage there where it's like, I don't know if I can do that, but I shouldn't. I'm gonna
Yeah.
refinish some chairs and YouTube that and hopefully make them look good.
Yeah. I've done quite a few of
Yeah.
those things and they don't always look perfect, but it's like, I did it. It's cool.
Have to.
Yeah. It doesn't have to look perfect. It's for you. It's not like you're like doing it to sell it and they're going to be examining it. Like, as long as you're happy with it, it's good.
Right. Yeah. And you always feel good when you finish a project like that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I did something.
Oh, that's like, I love doing things like my love language is like do a chore for me. Like Bella today for Mother's Day, she got up and she cleaned the kitchen. Like she knows my love language.
Hey,
And then she had
heck
out
yeah.
a little display of like my, they had Elena drew a picture of me at school and maybe a little flower thing. I'll show you. I look so good.
I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited.
Will you go get it?
The portrait.
The portrait, yeah.
Yeah.
Although
The portrait.
yeah.
Did you sit for it?
No, but um, and then some mugs, some chocolate covered gummy bears. She got me some cute clips because she said that I steal hers too much. So I clearly needed some of my own. But
There's nothing wrong
Bella
with
is a
functional presents.
spectacular like gift giver. Little cute things, and
That's so good.
she knows that I just want some stuff done, and that I like
Yeah.
doing it myself too. Like that, like the natural high you
Mhm.
almost get. Are you ready for me?
Yes.
Are you ready for me? She said, I have blue and green in my eyes.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's like twins, like seeing a mirror.
Yes,
The other
I love
thing
it so
is,
much.
like,
I love it too. Good job.
I learned that she likes cleaning when I want to go places, and she's like, no, the house is a mess, we can't go places. So I started cleaning the house so she would take me places.
True.
That
Um,
is so smart. That
This
is so
is
smart.
funny because it has like the roses are red, violets are blue, flowers are sweet, and so are you. And I was reading it like, that's so cute. And she said, oh, that's what my teacher forced me to write to you. That's
Yeah.
not what I wanted to
Oh,
tell you. I said, oh,
yeah.
okay, thank you.
Did I tell you about, I think I did, about my son's card that looks just like that. It was uh what do you
Remind
call it?
me.
Construction paper,
Uh-huh.
right? And it was for parent teacher conference. His teacher gave it to me. And it had this little picture of a rainbow with like reasons I love mom or whatever. And then if you know when you write on construction paper, if you erase it, you can still see where it's kind of etched in there. He had written, I don't love mom. I don't love mom. I don't love mom. Because I think I ticked him off that morning. It's
Oh
like,
no.
he was still reeling because I made him eat his Wheaties or something like that. But like, I'm like, I know he loves me, but his teacher's probably like, what's going on?
That's so funny.
Got some big feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that morning he did not love mom. It was not happening.
Oh, that's awesome. All right.
I had oh yeah, I'll say one more thing. I think it was my kid's first or second grade teacher, and she was like, as a teacher, I will believe half of what your kids tell me if you only believe half of what they tell you about me too. So
Yes.
oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That'll work. Okay, you were saying. Love
I
your
don't know.
glasses.
I don't know. Yeah, I
It's
didn't
tough.
have mom because the lashes were like touching them and because this stupid ring light. But then after a while, my right
Lashes are
eye
really cute.
starts to go. I had to. Well, thank you.
Makes total sense.
Yeah, I have no idea what I was going to say if I was going to say something, but
You did this, man.
No.
And then
okay.
stop.
But what I was going to say has blown away.
Yeah, we do that. We do that, Bella.
We do that a lot, actually. But I mean, I think we kind of touched on all the different types of overconsumption and stuff that we're
Consumerism.
doing and that
Yeah.
we need to be better about. we but the general population needs to care about it for anything to
Yeah.
really change. So
Well, and I think for us, any amount of awareness is helpful. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You may not be able to change the world, but you can feel better about what you yourself are
Yeah.
doing.
And continue to talk about it, just like put it out there and think it through yourself so that I don't know, you can share the information, I guess, and be like, do you guys ever think about this? Like this is problematic. This is not sustainable.
Yeah.
This is
And you can, well, I was talking to a lady the other day. She was telling me, she's like, "Oh, my daughter just told me this shirt, I've had it for like the last 10 years and I should probably get a different one." And I'm like, "Oh, heck no. The dress that I'm wearing was the hand-me-down, and the jacket that I was wearing is a hand-me-down from somebody else. Like, if you like it, still wear it.
yeah.
It
There's
does
no
not
like
matter."
amount of time. Elena, you need to come around if you want to come and see.
But just putting it out there and making people feel comfortable about it is helpful as well.
Yeah. Elena, what do you think
Hey,
about
your Band-Aid's gone.
overconsumption?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I
Because
figured.
I don't
You
know
do-
what it is.
Yeah, because I don't know what it is.
And
Elena
may you
telling
never
it like
find out.
it is. Yes.
Well, I'm excited to see you guys soon.
I
think that will
know.
be very
I'm
fun.
excited. Do you want to go visit Emily in Idaho?
Will you come see me?
Ah,
I think it would be so fun.
we're
What's
gonna
your
see.
what's your
What are we
favorite
gonna-
food?
That we look like a Minecraft iron golem, like you run the arms, better when the arms iron, and my dad's literally the head of the iron golem.
Okay.
Yep,
Minecraft.
I see it. I see it. That's awesome. Minecraft.
I love Minecraft.
Elena,
Favorite game.
will you ask her what her favorite food is?
What's your
So I
favorite
can-
food, Elena?
What should I make when you're here?
Pizza.
Pizza. Should she make pizza when you're there?
Yeah.
No pizza for you.
Like strawberries and grapes and blueberries
Ew.
and
Okay,
bananas,
we can do that.
apples and oranges, and even
Perfect. That makes it easy. Maybe we'll do crepes with like
Ooh, crepe sounds good. And we're gonna go see
ramen.
ramen. We're gonna go see a waterfall, right? I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
I didn't
think
get
so.
to eat my
I had these
ramen
crepes
today.
one time. They were like, it was like a crepe with Nutella and like cut up strawberries, and it was so good.
Okay, ideas.
Right.
Nutella,
Okay.
cut up strawberries. This
I'm
is gonna
loving
be
these
great.
ideas.
This is gonna be
I'm
great.
really hungry.
Buy strawberries.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Did you buy strawberries?
I did not buy strawberries. I
What?
looked at strawberries and I thought, okay, like we always get these, and then like half of them gets thrown away because
I didn't.
we want
Nobody eats
them,
them.
and then yeah.
Oh my!
I
I
eat
want
the
to hear her.
All right, well then we'll get more strawberries.
I want to hear her.
You want to hear her? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Elena. Hey,
Mm,
Elena. Will
what?
you tell your mom Happy Mother's Day?
I
tell her
told her
she's the best
that
mom
at the
ever?
start of the morning with a balloon.
That is so
It's
good.
been done.
With
I'm
a
so
balloon.
It's been done. Hold on.
With a balloon
I
saying
said it. Oh yeah, that's right.
that's
Is that the picture that you drew of your mom?
yeah.
You're a great artist. You did a
But
good
it
job.
scares me. I don't want to get
But
it.
it scares her. It scared me too, don't worry.
You're so funny.
So,
All right.
did a great
well,
job.
I think we've kind of got off topic here, but
That's
happy
okay.
Mother's Day,
no.
and I love
Happy
you.
Mother's Day to you.
And
Love you too.
yeah,
And we will see
I
you
think I already
soon.
work on my the overconsumption just because I don't really like things all that much.
Mhm.
So I'm hard to buy for that reason because I'm annoyingly like, please don't get me more stuff. But like I said, Bella
But
does
it's
a really
also
good
why we
job
have so much fun in thrift stores.
of giving gifts either way.
No.
Elena, stop it.
Yeah, but it's why we have so much fun
Okay.
in thrift stores.
Mm,
I
didn't
forgot
hear
you
what you
couldn't hear.
said. Yeah, what'd you say?
I forgot you couldn't hear. I
That's
said
okay.
that's also why we have so much fun in thrift stores.
Yes.
Ooh, na 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 na.
Ooh la 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 la.
Okay. Well, I love you, and I
Right.
Lilas.
Love you too.
Thanks
Lilas.
for
We'll see
talking
you
this
soon.
out with me. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Right? Here's the
No,
non
you want to say
overconsumption.
bye? Let her say bye real fast.
Okay, she can say bye.
Bye.
Oh God.
It's like the
Bye.
YouTube one where the girl picks up her sister by the
I
head.
love that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I
All right.
liked it.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Subscribe up there.
Subscribe.
There's a subscribe up there.
Okay.
Like the button.
Okay.